Hey guys, welcome back to Dead Ahead, the YouTube channel where we'll be discussing everything zombie, undead, and survival horror related. Tonight's episode is a very special one. We finally got to see The Walking Dead Season 9 mid-season finale, and it was epic. It was a very good episode. Um, if you haven't watched the episode already, please do so because this video will contain spoilers for that episode, and I don't want to ruin anything for you. So please go ahead and watch the episode before watching this video. Um, Tonight we were introduced to our new villains of The Walking Dead. Um, this is more of a solid introduction than what we got 2 episodes ago. We finally got to see the Whisperers in action. Um, and even though we gained new villains, we did lose the character tonight. Unfortunately, Jesus did die tonight. Jesus was murdered by a Whisper tonight, and it was very unexpected. And I'm very disappointed that they actually killed this character off. But the way they did it with class. He didn't go out. He went out fighting. He went out, but he had a hero's death tonight, and I gotta say it was great. Let me break it down for you. So pretty much, it was him, Eugene, and Aaron escaping the herd of walkers in the cemetery. Daryl had tried to distract the walkers with some firecrackers earlier, but it didn't succeed because the Whisperers actually led the herd away from that distraction, and they continued to follow Eugene, Aaron, and Jesus into the cemetery. Jesus ends up uh, protecting Eugene and Aaron from this herd. He fights a few of the walkers off, and right when they're about to leave the cemetery, there's one last walker in front of Jesus, and he swings his sword at it, and it swiftly just ducks his attack and comes up behind Jesus and puts its own sword through Jesus, and it comes out right through Jesus' heart. And man, when I saw that, I swear it was like instant shock because you could see on Jesus' face he himself was shocked. He himself wasn't suspecting that, and give with his dying breaths, you just see this look of shock on his face. And y'all, man, it was horrible. Like, I don't want to give any more details about his death because we all know what happened. You know, it was horrible, man. I wasn't expecting that. But I don't want this video to just be about that epic death for this episode because there's a lot more other things that were going on with this episode, like the relationship. We finally got to see how the relationship is between um, our three communities, which are Alexandria, the Hilltop, and the Kingdom. And it's very strange, when Michonne arrived to the Kingdom with our new characters. The welcome was not warm at all. They had the guards at the Hilltop had Michonne and Sadiq and everybody throw away the weapons before entering the Hilltop, and I found out to be very strange because these are people who fought alongside of each other during all out war, and you could see that there was a lot of tension. You could feel there was a lot of tension, and whatever happened between them within this 6 year time jump, it had to be something bad, and it had to be something. I believe it was something violent because if they're not trusting of them enough to let them bring their weapons into the hilltop after they fought alongside each other, it had to be something violent that went down between them. So once Michonne enters the hilltop with our new characters, the new survivors that they found, um, Tara gives them a cold welcome, and also Carol kind of gives Michonne a cold welcome, but there was still a sense of respect there, but you could tell the relationships between all of them were very strained, and I feel like they didn't explain anything that had to do with that pretty much had to do with why they're feeling this way between each other. But I feel like it all starts with Maggie and Michonne, and I feel like it was that when Maggie told Michonne she didn't know what it felt like to to lose somebody, like how she lost Glenn. Like when she asked her, what if it was Rick? What if Negan killed Rick? How Negan killed Glenn? I felt like once they thought Rick had died, I felt like maybe that may have been brought back up after the events of episode 5, I believe, and I felt like that might have been something that created tension between Michonne and Maggie, and that tension between them caused a rift between Alexandria and the Hilltop, and I feel like the Kingdom tried to probably get between that and try to cool things down, and they just involved themselves in this really big shitstorm. But I could be wrong, but I feel like it has something to do with that, with Maggie not being satisfied of getting um being able to kill Negan. Like even though she didn't want to at the end of that episode, I know it's probably still in her heart that she wanted to, and Michonne still in a way tried to talk her out of it, even made the attempt to. So I'm pretty sure she was still sour about that, and I feel like that could have been part of the conflict that started a bigger conflict between these communities. But we still don't know the true details behind that, and I hope they get to explain that during this Whisper War that we're gonna have. Also, other than that, we also got another big event tonight, and that was Negan busting out of prison tonight. Negan busted out, and the way it was done, oh man, it was pretty freaking stupid. It's pretty freaking stupid. So, Father Gabriel is giving Negan counseling. He's giving Negan counseling, and Negan has been getting under Father Gabriel's skin because he's just messing with his head pretty much, because he feels like him being Father Gabriel trying to help him is pointless, and Father Gabriel is really trying to make an effort too. But once Father Gabriel finds out that Rosita has been hurt and that she's at the hilltop, and that there is nothing he could do to go see her, he takes it out on Negan because he's like, I could be there with her, but I'm here. I have to be here with you to watch you. And Father Gabriel slams the cell door and leaves the prison. Now, later on, Negan's playing with his little tennis ball, and it falls out of the cell, and he hears a breeze going through the room, and he can hear his cell door just clanking. And he's curious. He's like, wait. He thought it was locked up. He goes to the cell door. He pushes it open. Just slides open. And, of course, away he goes. He has his smart-ass smirk on his face. And he busts out. And I'm like, damn. It was that easy. All he had to do was piss Father Gabriel off. He slams the cell door, and nobody bothers to lock it. And what's crazy? There was another guard in that room who leaves after Father Gabriel leaves, and nobody bothered to lock this door. And I was like, damn, man, that's the dumbest way he could have broke out. I'm expecting like maybe him trying to strangle somebody when they get too close to the cell, something like that maybe. But no, that wasn't the case. It wasn't violent at all. It was just somebody made a stupid mistake, and it benefited Negan, and now he's out of there. So I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe it. It was. I wasn't suspecting that would be the way he would get out of there. But you know what? Luck was on his side, and that's going to be very interesting because now we're going to see how Negan's going to react with this new villain that he hasn't met yet. Is he gonna freak out? Is he just gonna take on the challenge? Is it gonna be like how he does in the comics? I have no idea, but I know it's gonna be interesting. So yeah, guys, leave me your opinion in the opinion box below. If you liked the video, please drop a like and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, press the dislike button. All your opinions matter to me, and I really appreciate you watching the video. And I'll see you next time.